Hello, friends. Hello, friends. This is Whiskers. He is a handsome ginger tabby with an adventurous spirit and a love for all things delicious. Today, Whiskers has something very exciting planned. A whole week of adventuring in the beautiful city of Charleston. After saying his goodbyes to his family, Whiskers set off along the village path that would lead him to the bus station. After a few hours of walking, the bus station came into view, a hub of activity with its bustling passengers and rumbling engines. A friendly bus driver noticed Whiskers waiting patiently by the ticket counter and, moved by the cat's adventurous spirit, offered him a ride on the next available bus. The bus rumbled to life, and soon Whiskers found himself cruising through the countryside, the wind ruffling his thick orange fur as he gazed out at the passing scenery. Before long, the city of Charleston emerged in the distance, and Whiskers felt a surge of excitement mixed with just a hint of trepidation. As the bus pulled into the city, the driver helped Whiskers disembark and wished him luck on his adventures. Looking around at the unfamiliar sights and sounds, Whiskers realized he was truly on his own, in a new and exciting place. The streets were a maze of old brick buildings and cobblestone roads lined with flowering trees that created a canopy overhead. The air buzzed with the sound of streetcars clanging and seagulls calling overhead. And then he saw it. The beautiful, inviting blue of Charleston Harbor. With renewed determination, Whiskers began his exploration of the charming French Quarter, his sensitive nose leading the way. Here's a look at how Whiskers spent his first day in the Holy City. Whiskers stretched his plump, orange body as the morning sun filtered through the Spanish moss hanging from ancient oak trees. His fluffy fur caught the golden light, making him look like a small, furry sunset as he padded down the cobblestone streets of Charleston's French Quarter. His bright amber eyes sparkled with curiosity as he took in the pastel-colored historic homes with their elaborate ironwork balconies. The chubby tabby had somehow found himself in this enchanting southern city, far from his usual village path. His expressive face tilted upward as he marveled at the towering church spires that gave Charleston its nickname, the Holy City. The sweet scent of jasmine and magnolia filled his pink nose, and his whiskers twitched with excitement. As he waddled down Rainbow Row, tourists couldn't help but smile at the adorable sight. His soft, round belly swayed gently with each step, and his fluffy tail held high like an orange plume. A kind elderly woman sitting on her porch offered him a small dish of cream, which Whiskers accepted with a grateful purr that rumbled through his portly frame. On the second morning of his adventure, Whiskers awoke, feeling refreshed and ready to explore more of Charleston's beauty. His destination: Magnolia Plantation and Gardens. As he ambled down the path, the vibrant colors of the azaleas blooming along the way made a stunning backdrop for his fluffy orange form. The gentle sunlight filtering through the blossoms cast dancing shadows that played across his inquisitive face. Finding a quiet spot beside the tranquil pond, Whiskers spent hours basking in the warmth and watching the graceful swans gliding across the water. His round face showed pure contentment as he dozed in the warm sunshine, his chest rising and falling rhythmically. As the week went on, Charleston embraced Whiskers as one of its own. In the afternoons, he would often be seen curled up on a window ledge in a local bakery, enjoying the warmth radiating from the ovens and the tempting smells wafting out onto the street. The baker, a jolly woman with flour-dusted hands, would sneak him bits of fresh bread and cheese, which he accepted with regal. The townspeople also loved Whiskers, and he would frequently find himself the center of attention in the town square, with folks stopping to pet his soft fur and scratch his ears. Whiskers continued to explore,
discovering hidden courtyards tucked between historic buildings.
Fountains adorned with intricate statues and charming cafes filled with the aroma of freshly brewed coffee. Each place he visited added another layer of wonder to his Charleston adventure. And as the days passed, he became a beloved sight around town. A ginger tabby soaking up the southern charm and making new friends wherever he went. During his adventures, Whiskers happened upon Fort Sumter, the site where the first shots of the American Civil War were fired. Standing on the ramparts, he looked out over the harbor, imagining the cannons roaring with historic might. Despite the somber significance of the place, Whiskers couldn't help but feel a sense of awe and connection to the events that had shaped his nation's history. No trip to Charleston would be complete without a visit to the famous pineapple fountain in Waterfront Park. The playful cat couldn't resist the allure of the cascading water and would often be seen taking refreshing dips on hot days. His reflection in the fountain's pool showed his endearing face with its pink nose and bright, intelligent eyes framed by distinctive tabby markings. As the days passed, Whiskers continued to be a beloved fixture in Charleston, appearing in the most unexpected places. One day, he was found lounging on the balcony of a historic home, taking in the view of the bustling streets below. Another day, he made a grand entrance into a local theater, weaving through the audience just as the curtain was rising. His antics brought laughter and joy to everyone who saw him, and he seemed to revel in his role as the town's unofficial mascot. One afternoon, while strolling along East Bay Street, Whiskers stumbled upon a lively street performer playing lively tunes on an accordion. The music filled the air, and Whiskers couldn't help but tap his paws to the beat. He watched with fascination as the performer engaged the crowd, his own body swaying to the rhythm despite his best efforts to remain still. The infectious energy of the music made it impossible for Whiskers to resist, and soon he was dancing along with the rest of the onlookers. In the evenings, Whiskers would often be seen perched on a window ledge in a cozy restaurant, observing the romantic candlelit dinners taking place inside. He yearned to share in the camaraderie and good food, but he knew he wasn't welcome inside. Still, he dreamed of one day joining the happy diners and experiencing the warmth of a shared meal. Over the course of his adventures, Whiskers made many new friends in Charleston. One of his favorites was an elderly woman named Mrs. Peabody, who lived in a grand old house with a wraparound porch. Every afternoon, Whiskers would visit her, rubbing against her ankles and purring loudly as she scratched him behind the ears. Mrs. Peabody doted on the ginger tabby, often leaving out bowls of fresh milk and tuna for him to enjoy. Their friendship was a highlight of Whiskers' Charleston adventures. At the end of his week-long adventure, Whiskers decided to return to his quiet village, taking with him the cherished memories of his time in Charleston. As he walked along the path that led home, he knew he would never forget his magical experiences in the Holy City. The cobblestone streets, the fragrant gardens, and the friendly faces of the townspeople had captured his heart.
Upon his return to the village, Whiskers was greeted with joy by his family, who had missed him dearly.
They showered him with affection, scratching his favorite spots and brushing his thick fur until it gleamed. Whiskers purred contentedly, sharing stories of his adventures in Charleston. From that day on, Whiskers was a changed cat. He had discovered that the world was full of wonders, and that kindness and friendship could be found in the most unexpected places. The memory of his Charleston adventures continued to bring a sparkle to his eye and a spring to his step, reminding him that even a simple village cat could have extraordinary experiences if he dared to follow his curiosity and embrace the unknown. And so ended Whiskers' magical week in Charleston, where a simple village cat discovered that sometimes the best adventures come to those who dare to wander beyond their familiar paths. The end.